Before Medea's name became associated with betrayal, magic, and vengeance, she was simply a princess who fell in love. She was the daughter of King Aegeus, ruler of the distant kingdom of Colchis, and the granddaughter of Helios, the ancient god of the sun. Medea grew up inside a world of gold, temples, and royal power. But there was something unusual about the princess. She possessed knowledge that even many priests feared. She knew the secrets of herbs. She understood poisons. She could prepare medicines that healed the sick. Some said her knowledge came from Hecate, the goddess of witchcraft and the night. One morning, a strange ship appeared on the coast of Colchis. It was the Argo, and aboard it stood some of the greatest heroes of Greece. At their head was a young man named Jason. He had come from far across the sea for one purpose: the Golden Fleece. A sacred golden fleece guarded by King Aegeus himself. Jason needed it to reclaim the throne that he believed was rightfully his. But King Aegeus had no intention of simply handing it over. Instead, he gave Jason a challenge that was almost impossible. He would have to yoke two enormous bulls. Their nostrils breathed fire. Their hooves were made of bronze. Then Jason would have to use them to plow a field and sow it with the teeth of a dragon. Aegeus expected the young hero to die. And perhaps Jason would have, if Medea had not seen him. At first, she watched him from a distance.
She had seen many men before. Princes, warriors, kings. But Jason was different. There was courage in his eyes. A man who was afraid, but refused to turn back. And somehow, Medea fell in love. And love made her do something that would change her life forever. The night before Jason attempted the trial, Medea secretly met him. She knew the task was designed to kill him, so she gave him a magical ointment. "Rub this upon your body," she told him. "It will protect you from the fire."
Jason listened, and the next morning, he entered the field. The fire-breathing bulls charged. Flames filled the air. But Jason did not burn. He subdued the beasts, yoked them, and plowed the field. Then he planted the dragon's teeth. The earth began to move. One warrior emerged, then another, then hundreds. An army had risen from the soil. Jason was surrounded, but Medea had already given him the answer. He threw a stone among the warriors. One soldier believed another had attacked him. He struck back. Another joined. Soon, the entire army turned upon itself, and the field became a battlefield. When the last warrior fell, Jason had completed the impossible. But one final challenge remained: the Golden Fleece. That night, Medea led Jason into the sacred grove. The fleece hung from an ancient tree, and beneath it lay a monstrous dragon. Its eyes were always open. It never slept. Medea used her magic to weaken the creature. Jason approached, and finally, the dragon fell. Jason seized the Golden Fleece, but by helping him, Medea had crossed a line from which there was no return. She had betrayed her father, her kingdom, her blood. And now, there was only one place left for her: with Jason. That night, Medea stepped aboard the Argo. The ship sailed into the darkness. Behind her was everything she had ever known. Ahead was the man she believed she would love forever. She did not know it yet, but the greatest tragedy of her life had already begun.
The years that followed carried Medea farther from Colchis. She had abandoned her father, her homeland, her family, everything, for Jason. She and Jason eventually settled in Corinth. They built a home, they had children, and Medea finally began to believe that perhaps she had not sacrificed everything for nothing. But power changes people, and Jason had begun to look beyond the life they had built together. He wanted something greater, a throne, political influence. And then one day, he told Medea, "I will marry the daughter of King Creon." Medea stared at him. After everything she had done for him, after everything she had sacrificed, Jason was choosing another woman? King Creon feared Medea. He knew what she was capable of, so he ordered her to leave Corinth immediately. Medea begged for one final day. Just one day. Creon reluctantly agreed. But that single day was all Medea needed. She did not spend it preparing to leave. She spent it preparing revenge. She sent a gift to Jason's new bride, a magnificent dress and a golden crown. Beautiful, royal, but deadly. The young princess put them on, and within moments, fire consumed her. Her father rushed to save her. He died beside her. The palace burned. Jason arrived too late. He could do nothing. He could only stand before the ruins of his life. Medea had destroyed the woman he planned to marry. Then she escaped Corinth. Behind her, a city burned. Ahead lay an uncertain future. Medea eventually reached Athens. There she met Aegeus, king of Athens. Unlike Jason, Aegeus did not see Medea as a dangerous foreign princess. He saw an intelligent woman, a woman with knowledge of medicine and ancient arts. And Medea saw something in Aegeus, a lonely king. Aegeus had been married before, yet he still had no heir. He had even traveled to the Oracle of Delphi, but the prophecy he received had only confused him. Medea understood the desperation of a man who feared dying without an heir. So Medea became his wife. For a while, she finally seemed to have found peace. A palace, a husband, a place to call home. But fate had other plans. Years earlier, Aegeus had traveled to Troezen. There he had met a woman named Aethra. And before leaving her, he had hidden his sword and sandals beneath a massive stone. He had told her, "If you ever bear me a son, raise him here. And when he is strong enough to move this stone, send him to Athens." Aethra did exactly that. 16 years passed, and the boy grew into a young man. His name was Theseus.